Hello there, you have your new camera and you are really excited about going out and taking hundreds and thousands of shots with it. And of course you need lenses, you need zooms, you need primes, you need to cover every focal length imaginable. You look at your bank account and that's where it goes wrong. You could of course consider buying third-party lenses, but even so, new, well, you still need a bit of budget, and in some cases considerable budget. Another option is to go to eBay or indeed a reputable camera retailer and buy used. There are some good bargains out there. But another alternative, often overlooked, is to buy vintage lenses. Vintage lenses tend to be, in many cases, very well made and outstanding value for money. Let me tell you my story when it comes to vintage lenses. I was given this camera a few months ago. It's a Pentax K1000 film camera, and the person who gave it to me suggested it would be a good ornament for the shelf behind me, and indeed that's where it lives most of the time. I was, however, particularly attracted to the lens. It's a 55mm portrait lens f1.8, so it lets in a lot of light, and I suspected it would take great pictures. Fundamental problem: I shoot exclusively with Fuji bodies these days, and by definition lenses that fit that camera will not fit that camera. There is of course a solution, and the solution in my case was to get one of these. This is a Gobe branded adapter. Gobe are an Australian brand, but there are thousands of these adapters out in the marketplace that will allow you to use vintage lenses from various manufacturers onto different camera bodies. So you can get them for Canon, you can get them for Nikon, you can get them for Sony and so forth. Provided you get the right thread on each end, then that's absolutely fine. So you want to see how they fit. I'll take the body cap off the Fuji, fit this end when I can find the marking on there, just as you would when fitting a genuine brand or a lens that's originally meant for your camera body. Take off the lens from this, the body. Again, line up the markers, which is often something I find difficult to do. It's here somewhere. There it is. Give it a twist, and now we have a really nice Pentax lens on the Fuji body, and it blends in rather nicely. You wouldn't immediately think that they're not part and parcel of the same thing, if you get what I mean. Now I have this on, I can go out and take shots and generally be very pleased with the end result. What about the downsides? Well, if you are hung up about autofocus, then you do have a problem, because these are manual focus only. However, most modern camera bodies, perhaps all, I'm not sure, will have some form of focus assist for when you are shooting manually. In Fuji bodies, for example, there is a peak focusing feature that really helps you nail manual focus every time. So manual focus only, and you also have an external aperture ring, which is great. This one goes from f1.8 to f22. I've had some great results with this, and you will see them shortly. I've enjoyed taking shots so much with this lens, I decided to buy a few more vintage lenses, in fact 2 more. Another Pentax. This is a 28mm to 50mm zoom, f3.5, another cracking lens. And also this, a Tamron. Now the Tamron had the mount for the Pentax as well, so that I can use that with the same adapter. This is 135mm prime f2.5. All three of these lenses were built in Japan. Superb quality. They are heavy, you know, they're substantial. You can tell that they've been built well. They are all circa early 1980s. This one I know was built in 1982 because I took the serial number off it and did a Google search, and there it was. Amazing what you can find. So yes, I know for sure that this was built in 1982. Now, cost, well, you can't get much cheaper than free. So, free, as you know. This one, the Zoom, cost me all of £12 from the Etsy website. That's etsy.com, £12. And the Tamron Prime, well, that cost me £15. Woo, £15 for this. So I have these two excellent, cracking lenses for a total spend of £27. Try and get good lenses for £27. Not easy, but it is if you look at the vintage market. I'll show you photographs that have been taken with these lenses. I'll let you decide which lens has taken which shot. I'd really appreciate it if you leave comments. Tell me what you think about the images. Also tell me if you use vintage lenses yourself, which ones you like. Perhaps you're in the market for a vintage lens or several vintage lenses. Please let me know which lenses you are looking out for. It would be fantastic if you would like this video, and also if you would care to subscribe to this fledgling channel. That would be wonderful. So enjoy these shots. My name is Ian Davis. You're watching DavcoMedia TV. Until the next time, thank you so much for watching.